It was not by chance that this struggle came to be. The blame falls squarely upon my shoulders for giving evil the chance that it needed and therefore fulfilling an ancient prophecy. The revelation known as the Daybreak of Peace. My brother, who I had never known in all my life, is the Messiah of the seventh universe. But while he was encased in a stalagmite, the conglomerate he formed had failed to stop the 9 circles of hell from resurrecting the Titaness of Demons. Zalamar's dragon had died off the moment Nibira had come to life. It was evident that all of the realms were being torn apart by her mere presence, the Kais and Destroyers in shock. The angelic hierarchy, binding together and making their true intentions known. They wore a mask of neutrality prior, but they had strings attached to them to deceive the mortal world. The first Kairou ever in existence, who had paved the way for 5,000 years, unfolding Nibira's plan with each generation, had been brought back from the primordial soil that the devilish family had first set foot on. A planet in which hell was its residence. Ji'kahn Kairou had been brought back to life, though in an onyx-born state, something greater than a revenant. And with that, Nibira brought the chaotic landscapes of her realm with her, along with the nightmare warrior Ji'kahn Kairou, onto the mortal world. The prophecy was fulfilled. The Titaness of Demons began her reign to claim the world, and begin Armageddon antecedently, and to impose her dominance on the realms. Reyes, a friend of Ji'kahn Kairou, was the last one remaining in the fight against Nibira and her newfound puppet. The clash was useless, as Reyes was beginning to lose hope. His willpower just was not enough to contend with the newfound might of evil itself, and so a sacrifice was to be made. Reyes lifted himself up off of the ground and wore a face of determination. This would be his final moment, gathering all of his remaining energy reserves and creating the most powerful blast that he could form in his entire life of fighting, pouring everything into the slot of destructiveness rather than control, to increase his chances of destroying this beast. Reyes had been completely incinerated, for his life force was depleted almost immediately after the initial explosion, unable to guard himself from his own energy. His sacrifice was in vain. Ji'kahn's body vaporized, but his soul remained. As for Nibira, the blast had no effect on her. Now Nibira was seemingly out of obstacles, and had everything she had needed to shape the realms as she saw fit. I am Ji'kahn Kairou. I was the fool who had brought her this power. I fell for her schematics, and in turn doomed the entire universe. Only I can fix this, and it is up to me to make an effort in stepping out of a life I so craved for, and call upon my family born of evil, to combat against its very roots. Only I can destroy this threat. Birthed from a nightmare,